Here is a number that might stop you for a moment. By the time we reach the age of 60, we can lose up to 30% of the beneficial bacteria that once lived in our gut. 30%. And most people have absolutely no idea this is happening until they start noticing the signs. The bloating after meals that never used to bother them. The constipation that seems to come out of nowhere. The uncomfortable, unsettled feeling in their stomach that just will not go away. The low energy that no amount of sleep seems to fix. If any of that sounds familiar, I want you to know something right away. You are not alone, and this is not something you simply have to live with for the rest of your life. In fact, the fact that you are here right now, looking for real answers, already puts you well ahead of most people your age. Here's something most people your age don't realize. Your gut is actually one of the very first systems in the body that changes significantly after 60. And when gut health starts to decline, the effects reach far beyond your digestion. Research suggests that a weakened gut can quietly affect your immune system, your energy levels, your mood, your sleep quality, and even your memory and mental clarity. Scientists have discovered that your gut and your brain are in constant, direct communication, sending signals back and forth throughout the day and night. So when your gut is struggling, your whole body tends to feel it, often in ways that are genuinely difficult to connect back to digestion at all. That lingering tiredness in the afternoon that coffee cannot fix. That foggy, slow feeling in the morning. That low mood that seems to have no clear cause. Very often, the gut is involved more than we realize. Now here's the genuinely good news. You do not need expensive supplements, complicated diets, or dramatic lifestyle changes to turn this around. Sometimes the most powerful and lasting improvements come from something far simpler, adding a few specific, well-researched foods to what you are already eating every single day. Today, I want to walk you through 5 of those foods. These are not trendy or exotic ingredients that are hard to find. They are simple, affordable, and available at any grocery store near you. And the science behind each one is well established and solid. Let's go through them one by one, and I will explain not just what to eat, but exactly why each food matters so deeply at this particular stage of life. The first food might genuinely surprise you, because chances are you have been eating it your whole life without ever fully appreciating just how powerful it really is. That food is yogurt, but specifically, yogurt that contains live and active cultures. You will see those exact words printed right on the label when you pick it up at the store. Here is why this becomes so critically important after 60. As we age, the number of beneficial bacteria naturally living in our gut begins to fall steadily. Studies have found that this loss of bacterial diversity is directly linked to increased inflammation throughout the body, slower and less efficient digestion, and a noticeably weakened immune response. Yogurt with live cultures delivers what are called probiotics, living, beneficial bacteria that travel into your digestive system and help restore the natural microbial balance your gut has been quietly losing year after year. Doctors often recommend yogurt as one of the most accessible and affordable ways to support gut health, especially after 60. Even a small cup each morning with breakfast can begin producing real, noticeable changes after just a few weeks of consistent daily use. One important thing to always keep in mind: choose plain yogurt with no added sugars. Excess sugar actively feeds harmful bacteria in the gut, and it works directly against every benefit you are trying to build. Now let's talk about the second food, and this one is wonderfully humble. It has probably been sitting in your kitchen cupboard for years without you ever thinking of it as a genuine health food. That food is lentils, and more broadly, the entire family of legumes that includes chickpeas, black beans, and kidney beans. These foods are extraordinarily rich in something called prebiotic fiber, and this is where the science becomes truly fascinating. While probiotics are the beneficial bacteria themselves, prebiotics are the specific types of fiber that feed those bacteria and keep them alive and thriving inside your gut. Think of it this simple way. If the good bacteria in your gut are like a garden, then prebiotic fiber is the water and the fertilizer that keeps that garden growing healthy and strong. Research suggests that a diet consistently rich in prebiotic fiber supports a more diverse and resilient community of gut bacteria, and diversity, scientists now understand clearly, is one of the most important markers of a genuinely healthy gut. After 60, this microbial diversity tends to narrow significantly, and that narrowing is connected to a wide range of health challenges that many older adults face daily. Adding lentils to your meals 3 or 4 times a week, in warm soups, hearty stews, or mixed into salads, is one of the most effective, gentle, and affordable investments you can make in your long-term gut health. And because lentils are naturally soft and very easy to digest, they are well tolerated even by stomachs that have become more sensitive with age. The third food has been treasured for digestive health across many cultures for thousands of years, and modern science is now firmly confirming what traditional medicine has long understood to be true. That food is ginger. Most of us think of ginger simply as a cooking spice or something we reach for when a cold is coming on. But research has found that ginger contains powerful anti-inflammatory compounds, particularly one called gingerol, that work directly to calm and protect the lining of the gut. Here is why that matters so much after 60. As we get older, low-grade chronic inflammation in the digestive tract becomes increasingly common, and over time, this ongoing inflammation can damage the gut lining, impair the absorption of essential nutrients, and contribute to that persistent, daily feeling of digestive discomfort that so many older adults struggle with. Ginger helps address that inflammation steadily and gently at its source. Studies have also found that ginger speeds up the rate at which food moves from the stomach into the small intestine. And this is exactly why so many people find it genuinely helpful for reducing bloating and that heavy, lingering full feeling that tends to linger long after meals. A small piece of fresh ginger steeped in warm water each morning is a beautifully simple habit with real, measurable benefits. One gentle caution worth mentioning: if you currently take blood thinners or certain other medications, please check with your own doctor before adding ginger regularly to your routine, as it can interact with some prescriptions. Let's move to the fourth food, and this one is so familiar and so ordinary that most people never stop to think of it as anything more than a quick, convenient snack. That food is the banana. And I know what some of you might be wondering: isn't fruit just sugar? But here's what makes bananas genuinely and uniquely special for gut health after 60. Bananas, particularly ones that are slightly firm rather than fully ripe, contain a specific and well-researched type of prebiotic fiber called inulin. This fiber is an outstanding and reliable fuel source for the beneficial bacteria already living inside your gut. Research suggests that inulin actively encourages the growth of good bacteria, while simultaneously working to reduce the population of harmful bacteria that naturally tends to increase as we age. Beyond their impressive prebiotic benefits, bananas are one of the most gentle and easily digestible foods available. Soft, non-irritating, and very unlikely to cause any form of stomach discomfort. They help regulate bowel movements naturally and consistently, which becomes increasingly important as the digestive system slows down with age and constipation becomes a more frequent and frustrating concern. One banana each day, as a mid-morning snack, alongside your breakfast, or blended smoothly into a morning smoothie, is truly one of the easiest ways to nourish your gut bacteria without any extra effort or advanced planning at all. And now, we arrive at the fifth and final food, and in many ways, this is the one that surprises people the most, because it is so ordinary and so deeply familiar that it is genuinely easy to underestimate just how powerful it truly is. That food is oats. Plain, simple, old-fashioned oats. Here is what most people miss completely. Oats contain a remarkable type of soluble fiber called beta-glucan, and this fiber does something genuinely impressive deep inside your digestive system. When beta-glucan reaches your gut, it absorbs water and slowly forms a gel-like substance that travels gently through your intestines, steadily feeding beneficial bacteria the entire way through. Studies have found that regular consumption of beta-glucan from oats significantly increases gut bacteria diversity. And as we have already discussed at length today, diversity is one of the clearest and most reliable signs of a gut that is functioning the way it truly should. Beyond its meaningful effects on gut bacteria, oats are well established in research as a food that relieves constipation, helps stabilize blood sugar levels throughout the day, and actively supports healthy cholesterol. All health concerns that tend to grow increasingly important with each passing year after 60. A warm, comforting bowl of oatmeal in the morning is genuinely one of the very best breakfasts you can eat for both your gut and your heart at the same time. And here is a simple, practical tip that beautifully ties everything together. Add a sliced banana on top, and you have just effortlessly combined 2 of today's 5 most important foods into one easy, deeply nourishing morning meal. I know we have covered a great deal of ground today, and I want to leave you with the single most important thing I hope you carry with you. Your gut health is not fixed or permanent. It is not decided solely by your age or your past habits. Research consistently and clearly shows that the gut responds to dietary changes remarkably quickly, and that even modest, consistent improvements in what you eat can begin shifting your gut bacteria in a meaningfully positive direction within just 2 to 4 weeks. 2 to 4 weeks. That is truly not a long time at all. Small, steady daily choices. A cup of plain yogurt in the morning, lentils added to your soup a few times each week, a banana as your afternoon snack, a warm bowl of oatmeal at breakfast, a little fresh ginger stirred into your morning tea. These quiet, simple, consistent choices accumulate over time into something that genuinely and measurably changes how you feel every single day. Not in a sudden, dramatic way, in the very best possible way, slowly, steadily, and built to last for the long term. So let me ask you one simple, honest question before you go. Of these 5 foods, yogurt, lentils, ginger, bananas, and oats, which one are you already eating regularly, and which one feels like the most natural and easiest one to start adding to your routine this week? Leave your answer in the comments below. I read every single one, and your personal experience might be exactly what someone else in this community genuinely needs to hear today. And if this video was helpful to you, please consider subscribing to this channel. Every single week, we bring you honest, practical, evidence-based health information made specifically for people over 60, because you deserve clear, trustworthy guidance that truly helps you feel better, stay stronger, and live well for all the years that lie ahead. We will see you in the next one.